In this video I will talk more in depth about the configuration management and covers the following topics. What is configuration management? Why configuration management is important? Why configuration management is important to customers. Scope of configuration management. Purpose of configuration management. Goals of configuration management. Benefits of configuration management. CM activities, relationships with other processes. Change management and configuration management. The configuration model. Configuration management database. Configuration management system. Configuration baseline. Benefits of baselines. Configuration identification and planning. Configuration control. Configuration status accounting and reporting. Configuration evaluation and audit. Sample key performance indicator. So, what is configuration management? Configuration management is a methodology which provides a technical and administrative framework for managing the development, manufacturing, and maintenance of configuration items. Configuration management is an integral part of the product life cycle management activity for establishing and maintaining consistent record of the performance parameters of a product and its functional and physical characteristics compared to the product design and operational requirements. This discipline is applicable to hardware, software, processed materials, services, and related technical documentation throughout the entire life cycle of the product. Then why configuration management is important. Configuration management ensures that the current configuration of items are known throughout their life cycle. Configuration management ensures that changes to the configuration of evolving items are correct, controlled, managed, and documented. Configuration management helps manage complexity, interface dependencies, increases security, and recovery from errors. Why configuration management is important to customers. It easily detect and resolve improper configurations that could negatively impact performance. Besides greater agility and faster problem resolution and recovery, giving a better quality of service for your customers. The scope of configuration management. A configuration item includes anything used to deliver or support the IT services. Except people. Includes software, hardware, and documentation. Examples. Software. Releases in development. Production. Retired. PC standard builds. Utilities. Hardware. Laptops. Monitor. Keyboards. Cables. Switches. Many kinds of documents are considered to be SIS because they are part of the configuration information of a system. Some of the documents are technical documentation, process documentation, service documentation, operational documentation, reporting, auditing. Purpose of configuration management. To identify, maintain, record, and verify information on IT service assets and configurations items. The purpose of configuration management is to identify, control, ensure and protect the project's deliverables or products from unauthorized change. To establish, provide and manage an accurate and complete configuration management system. Goals of configuration management. To define and control the components of an IT service and its infrastructure. And to maintain accurate configuration information. Focusing and aiming to establish and maintain consistency of a product's performance and its functional and physical attributes with its requirements, design, and operational information throughout its life cycle. Benefits of configuration management. Increased efficiency with a defined configuration process that provides control and improves visibility with tracking. Cost reduction by having detailed knowledge of all the elements of the configuration, which allows for unnecessary duplication to be avoided. Disaster recovery by ensuring assets are easily recoverable. better forecasting and change planning, incidents and problems resolved with SLAs, better adherence to standards, ability to track down changes from requirements, configuration management activities, relationships with other processes. Configuration management activities are closely related with other ITSM domains such as financial management, incident, problem management, its service continuity management, availability management, but it is specifically related with change management, and configuration management. Configuration management focuses on the version control system of the product. Change management focuses on identifying, documenting, and monitoring changes on your project. Configuration management plan indicate which parts are configurable and how the configuration can be performed. Change management plan indicate how changes will be monitored and controlled. The configuration model. The configuration management delivers a model and interact between IT services, assets, configuration items and the infrastructure. The configuration model connects all these services, assets, and configuration items to smooth over any issues that might occur from interactions between configuration items, services, and assets when changes occur in the IT infrastructure. Evaluate the impact and cause of incidents and problems. Evaluate the impact of suggested and recommended changes. Planning and design of new or changed services and planning the updating with the support of configuration model. Configuration management database. The configuration management database is a valuable source of input for many ITIL processes throughout the entire service lifecycle. A configuration management database is a special type of electronic database whose purpose is to track configuration model and configuration items and the relationships between them. The configuration management database stores a logical model of the IT environment consisting of configuration items, their attributes, and their interrelationship. The configuration management database is used in different areas and has different level of detail that can be recorded within an organization. Configuration management system. The configuration management system is the foundation that supports a complete service lifecycle across IT, mainly in big and large organizations. The configuration management database forms the core of a configuration management system, a database used to store configuration records throughout their lifecycle. However, the configuration management system maintains one or more configuration management databases, and each database stores attributes of configuration items and relationships with other configuration items. Configuration management system can also be defined as it is comprised of databases and tools that manage configuration data for a service provider. A configuration management system may include various IT management tools and databases, such as the Asset Database, a change database management system, and a configuration management database. Some of the configuration management system tools automated loading, updating of the configuration management database, discovery tools, inventory and audit tools, and integration with network management tools. Configuration baseline. A configuration baseline is a type of a baseline specific to configuration management. A configuration baseline is a baseline for a configuration that has been formally agreed and is managed through the change management process. A baseline identifies an agreed-to description of the attributes of a system at a point in time, and provides a known configuration to which changes are addressed. Benefits of baselines: ensures long-term system availability and supports efficient future system maintenance, integration, and upgrades. By knowing your baseline configuration and having the visibility to design changes that avoid problems results in efficient change management. If services upgraded at the same time which led to a problem in service management that occurred after the upgrade. Therefore, having a configuration baseline before the problem occurred will make sure each configuration item can be restored to its initial state to recover the problem. Configuration identification and planning. The configuration identification is the current approved or conditionally approved technical documentation for a configuration item as set forth in requirement and design documents such as specifications, drawings, or associated lists and other documents referenced therein. The purpose of configuration identification and planning is to incrementally establish and maintain a definitive basis for control and status accounting for configuration items throughout its life cycle. Configuration control. The configuration control is the systematic evaluation, coordination, approval or disapproval, and implementation of all approved changes in the configuration of a configured item after formal establishment of its identification. Configuration control covers the evaluation of all change requests and change proposals and their subsequent approval and disapproval. Configuration status accounting and reporting. The configuration status accounting and reporting is the recording and reporting of the information that is needed to change a configuration effectively, including a listing of the approved configuration identification, the status of proposed changes to the configuration, and the implementation status of approved changes. Configuration status accounting and the configuration index are the recording activity of configuration management. Status accounting and reporting is matter of knowing the current inventory and the use of components under the configuration control. Configuration evaluation and audit. The configuration evaluation and audit is the process of verifying that all required configuration items have been produced, and that the current version agrees with the specified requirements. Also, in the evaluation and audit, it verifies that the technical documentation is complete and accurate. It describes the configuration items and ensures that all change requests have been resolved. Sample key performance indicator. To check whether the configuration management system performing and working well, then the following key performance indicator sample need to be reviewed and perfectly done. Improved maintenance scheduling over the life of an asset. Reuse or reassignment of underutilized resources and assets. Reduction in number of unused paid licenses. Improved accuracy in budgeting information on assets. Improved audit compliance. Assets identified as the cause of service failures. Improved speed for incident management to identify faulty configuration items and restore service.